gone undetected for nearly 200 years. The tri-colored langur has reappeared. Once thought extinct, it's now at the heart of an epic conservation comeback in Sarawak. But even now, this species is incredibly elusive. The longest anyone seen it in the wild? Just less than 7 seconds. To make things harder, it lives deep in swampy forests home to crocodiles, venomous snakes, and massive pythons. In Gemering protected peat swamp forest, the only place on the planet where these rare primates are found, traditional survey methods just weren't enough. Early statistical analysis revealed a startling estimate. There may be only around 30 individuals left in the wild. And so, knowing the exact number became more than just a question of curiosity. It became a matter of urgency. If we're going to save this species, we first need to know how many are still out there. But in a place where the forest hides more than it reveals, counting them is no easy task. Every movement in the canopy, every shadow between the trees could be one of the last of its kind. To find them, researchers needed eyes in the sky and a new perspective from above. Their best idea? Drones. But there was a problem. These langurs are strictly diurnal and active during the day, yet nearly impossible to spot. Flying drones in daylight? Useless. The dense canopy hides them all too well. Their muted colors blend seamlessly into the deep shadows of the forest, making them nearly invisible to the naked eye. Researchers needed a way to see what couldn't be seen. Perhaps flying a drone at night could be the answer. So, the researchers at the Forest Department Sarawak reached out halfway across the world. They collaborated with scientists in the United States, asking one key question. Is there a drone that can capture real video or images in total darkness? The answer? Yes, but it wouldn't be easy. Thermal drone technology exists, but deploying it in the remote, dense, and towering rainforests of Borneo, that would require something more innovation, precision, and a team willing to take risks. For the scientists involved, this was more than just a technical challenge. It was a rare opportunity to design and test the drone's effectiveness in one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. Together, they began designing a bold new approach, one that could potentially be used to estimate the exact density of the elusive tri-colored langur. It was extremely high risk, but this is science. You never know until you test it. If it worked, it would make history as the first successful use of nighttime thermal drone surveillance for studying elusive wildlife in such conditions. This wasn't just any drone. It carried two powerful eyes in the sky. One a thermal camera, capable of detecting even the slightest heat signature in the canopy. The other a highly advanced RGB visual camera, paired with a precision rangefinder, able to pinpoint locations with stunning accuracy. After months of calibration, fine-tuning the lenses, and upgrading the rangefinder for swamp conditions, the mission finally began on the night of May 20, 2025. Take off. The tension was real. You could feel it in the air. Guided only by the thermal camera, the 1.5 million ringgit drone lifted slowly into the night sky. Flying cautiously, it followed pre-mapped flight paths, searching, scanning for any trace of animal heat signature. But one tricky challenge: telling apart the heat from tree branches and actual animals. Believe it or not, trees glow too. After a hot day under the tropical sun, the forest holds onto heat, and in the dark, every heat signature tells a different story. Was that a langur crouched in the canopy, or just a sun-warmed branch? thermal imaging camera detected 3 distinct animal heat signatures, potentially belonging to monkeys. Which monkey species can only be accurately identified once highly advanced RGB visual cameras are activated. Based on its movement patterns and the long, trailing tail, this monkey is believed to belong to the langur family. And truly, there is one hope that burns brighter than the rest, that this could be the elusive tri-colored langur. Activating the high advanced RGB visual camera. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah, the Lord of all worlds. Success, we did it. This is epic. Both cameras are activated. And there, in the stillness of the canopy, a mother, cradling her almost grown child, holding on, as if time itself could be paused, a bond, unspoken, unbreakable, bathed in the golden silence of the forest. Look, he pointed to the highly advanced RGB visual camera. The drone-based thermal survey was carried out between the 20th and May 30th, 2025, with a total of 50 flight hours logged. Every mission took place under the darkest skies during moonless nights. Why? Because even a sliver of moonlight could betray us. In brighter nights, the elusive tri-colored langur might spot the drone's approach and vanish beneath the canopy before we ever see them. If that happens, our chances of accurately counting their numbers would be lost. The drone's maximum flight range was 7 kilometers, and with a forest area spanning just 4,728 hectares. This meant the entire Gemmering protected peat swamp forest could be thoroughly and completely surveyed. Every corner, every shadow, nothing was left unchecked. Along the way, the drone captured more than just our target. Other creatures emerged from the darkness, among them, the pig-tailed macaque, the long-tailed macaque, and the silvered langur, a sun bear, wandering the forest floor, a binturong, moving with an almost artistic grace, and deep in the thickets deer, silent and watchful, each sighting, a reminder of the richness this forest still holds. As for the elusive tri-colored langur, only 4 groups were recorded within the Gemmering protected peat swamp forest, and the total number of individuals? Just 18. Just 18. A number so small, it echoes a silent alarm. This fragile population stands on the brink. Their future is fading, and their survival now hangs in a delicate balance. Preservation is no longer just important, it is critical, because this species is racing toward extinction. This was a mission built on courage, a bold, confident, and unwavering attempt. Because the drone had to be flown manually, the autopilot system simply could not function in total darkness. Flying through pitch-black night was no small feat. The risk of crashing into branches, tree trunks, or even flying foxes was dangerously high. And if that happened, the drone would fall, possibly destroyed beyond repair. This wasn't just any drone, it was a highly modified unit worth nearly 1.5 million ringgit. A single crash would mean a devastating loss. The success of drone technology in the Gemmering protected peat swamp forest has opened a new dimension in wildlife research, a revolution in how we search for life hidden deep within the forest. For species that are elusive, rare, and critically endangered, this method offers what traditional techniques could not: a silent eye in the sky that sees what the human eye cannot. This is not just a technological achievement, it is a new hope for the unseen, the unheard, and the almost forgotten.